Star Wars Episode VIII has its name, The Last Jedi. A poster for the film announcing its full subtitle made it online on Monday morning, and fans are already beside themselves because of it. The reason? The familiar Star Wars logo, usually seen in yellow, is now in red. According to Star Wars fans, that can't be a good sign. Red is usually a mark of bad things to come, although, knowing very little about the movie thus far, no one is sure yet of what those bad things are exactly. Let's start with the title. It doesn't tell us exactly who the Last Jedi is, Luke or Rey. Remember, the term Jedi can be both plural and singular. Luke could very well be the single Last Jedi, but the title could also refer to both Luke and Rey if she has indeed begun her training. The title is very familiar to that of the Last of the Jedi novels from Legends, which dealt with the remaining Jedi who survived Order 66. With that said, I'm in no way going to argue that the title also can't mean what we're all thinking and assuming. If this is the movie where Luke does bite the dust, which would personally be a terrible decision, especially with Carrie Fisher no longer appearing in Episode 9. Even Lucas waited until Return of the Jedi, the final chapter of the original trilogy, to have Yoda die, with Disney, after following so closely to Lucas's original plan in Force Awakens, be so desperate to ditch that completely in Episode 8? Who knows honestly at this point. Yeah, Luke may die, or the title may just be referencing Luke as the actual Last Jedi, meaning that Rey might become something totally different and new. Kind of like how Snoke and Kylo Ren aren't exactly Sith, but a totally new order. Or it might be like Return of the Jedi. The Last Jedi title could have also multiple meanings. In Return of the Jedi, there Luke became a Jedi, thus bringing back Jedi into the galaxy, and Vader redeemed himself and returned back to the Jedi. You can really go on for days with these kind of speculations. For what it's worth, The Empire Strikes Back was a film that featured a cavalcade of terrible events, and it had the Star Wars title in yellow, not red. By comparison, the original title of Star Wars Episode VI, Revenge of the Jedi, used a red font, and that film, under the name Return of the Jedi, went on to have a pretty happy ending. Star Wars The Clone Wars notably used a red version of the font in 2 separate episodes. That was meant as a tribute to the Sith, and particularly the villain Darth Maul, who returned during a 2-part arc in the animated series. Right now, it's still too far early to tell exactly what will happen in Episode 8, especially based on the title or font color. Of course, it will certainly keep fans speculating for months until the second film is released. During that time, expect to see some pretty far-out ridiculous fan theories. For myself, I'm going to keep a reserved stance on this, and honestly, just wait it out and hope that Disney don't screw up the sequel trilogy any more than they already have in Force Awakens. Oh, and just an interesting little point to be made, The Force Awakens had its title revealed 3 weeks before the first teaser trailer. Did I also mention that the Super Bowl is 2 weeks away? And 7 out.